Alright. Let's do our usual. And first things first, I better make sure I can actually hear the game myself. I'm not even sure I can hear anything here. I think everything's going fine to stream, it's just that I can't hear anything. Oddly enough. Why, I am not entirely certain. Give me a sec. Things I need to do before I start stream. Always check my audio equipment. Not that I ever remember to do it, but hey. Let's see if it comes out from speakers. No, it does not. Oh, wait, never mind. I know what's happening here. Or do I? Okay, I do. I can actually hear. I can hear it now. I completely forgot that whenever I'm using voice meter on speakers, I usually have it lowered considerably because I don't like disturbing anyone, the neighbors. And I have to adjust that back to normal when I'm using headsets. But yeah, welcome back to my Aaron's Meet. Not ideally we should be fighting Tianjin today, right? Wandering Paths, not Wandering Paths, is Journal. Is it Wandering Paths? It is Wandering Paths. Challenges. Trials, not challenges. I have a couple of bosses in Qinghe left. Sleeping Taoist, Horse Tamer, and Tianjin. I want to do Tianjin first, just because he's the most fun fight and because I have muscle memory from practicing him the last few days. So let's get rid of our controller for a bit, because we don't quite need it. You know what? Let's keep it there, because I intend to, instead of doing the trials tonight, though, I'll probably be just expending my stamina, which I have not been using at all, which is not very efficient. And one of the things I noticed is that if you go over to the season shop, is it the season shop? Yeah, appearance exchange. I want to see if we can get the green wines outfit, because it looks very nice. I do believe this is Jianjie's outfit, so there is a chance we might get it from the chest, but the drop rate seems very rare. It's more likely that I'm finally going to be able to get enough tickets to exchange for this, but I do really like this outfit. Anyway, that's probably going to be what I'm doing here. And then maybe afterwards, if I'm not too tired, I'll jump into trials, although I already feel like kind of exhausted. Or I might just try and finish off these areas, which are almost at 100%, because recently I unlocked a passive ability. Can I actually show it to you all? Nope, not here. Develop. Abilities? Oh wait, it's in details, right? Character status. Oh, right, exploration skill. Yeah, this one, Treasure Seeker. I didn't even know this was a thing, but by getting this, you can actually see the treasure chest on the map, which has been quite helpful in some sense. Because believe it or not, somehow I've managed to find most of the treasure chests on the map for a lot of these areas. And after searching a lot of areas over and over on top of the map, I realized that the percentage completion is actually counted for chests inside dungeons and even like puzzles and antiques. So yeah. Anyways, main objective today, defeat Kianje until we run out of stamina, farm those tickets as much as possible, and then probably just go explore. A bit of a boring stream today, unfortunately, nothing too interesting to watch. I might just end up, yeah, we'll explore. It's been a while since I faced Jianje though, so not quite sure how this is going to turn out.
想报仇吗？
fire actually got her. Not ideal. I have never seen her use that move so early before. I think because we're doing so much damage, her AI might be slightly whacked. Yep, there she goes. Let's heal up before we go to the other phase, though it might take a while. Did I not get a full charge there? I was doing so little damage. She's always gonna go into ice phase now. Never get the timing for that move properly. Let's heal up. Wow. Doing so bad. A move that I actually learned so long ago, and I can't even parry them at all now. Just stagger you already. Probably use the goose here to just end the battle. He doesn't die from this. Flame reward. Yeah, we're going to be doing this until I run out of stamina. I've not been using the stamina properly at all, to be honest. I think I wasted like the second week stamina entirely just from doing trials and not doing anything else, which is kind of a shame because I didn't realize that the appearance was available till much later. If I knew, I would have actually farmed even last week. But hey, better late than never. So we seem to have gotten quite a lot of purples here. Not that it matters, since I'm still level 50. I'm not going to be breaking through until... maybe I should break through, right? I'm already... Well, maybe... I don't think it's even possible to get 100. No, I can't even check the map here. Yeah, I don't think it's even possible to get 100 here in some areas without breaking through to at least 51. Because I know there are some martial fellowships. Yeah, these two require 51. So I'll need to eventually break it just to get 100%. But I want to do these areas as much as possible. And probably just try to get the trials at 50 before I move on to Kaifeng. Which I kind of have, but it's nowhere near as explored as over here. Honestly, there's so much to do just in Chinkei. Right, back to the grind. Oh, wow. I should have interacted with a healing point or something. Not enough vitality here. The risk, but it was not worth it. We got hit. That was a bad time to get the stagger. Yeah, I can't do the full charge attack there because of that. We might not need to. Yo, never mind. I was hoping to get her before he jumped. At this point, I'm wondering if I even need the shield mastery, shield in our arc, because we don't really seem to need it just yet. So you'll love to, just in case. Wow. I'm really out of practice on you. Extremely out of practice. Yeah, I'm getting hit by everything. You don't play the game for a few days and this is what happens. I think she's gonna immediately go into ice phase after this. Yep. Scripted to just hard go into ice phase if you push her beyond 50%, which is not fun. So should we have enough will? What's my favorite attack in the game? By this, the attack that I just dislike the most. I did not know of a consistent way to... Yeah, let me get that one. I feel like the time that I got the no-hit on Jianye was just pure luck because I don't quite know of a proper way to bait that attack. Do it again. Wow, okay, wasn't expecting that. Honestly, after doing her abyss mode for so long, just this is extremely chill in comparison. Blissful retreat. I suppose the good thing is that we're also getting like weapons, and not that we need these, This can recycle a lot of them. I'm also kind of appreciating all the changes they brought to the game with the recent update. Sai Blessing Order. Yeah, we still have a bunch of stamina to expend, so I'll be doing this over and over for quite a while. I wonder how much technically I could get. I have like 500 stamina. 500 each costs 20, is it? You know what? Let me check after this. I saw it coming and I couldn't dodge it. Story of my life. We managed to actually get her before she did her little jumping routine. Wow. I feel like I'm doing considerably less damage during this phase, even though I'm using most of the same tactics. Or maybe I'm just not getting lucky with the crits. The animation just goes straight up, jumps the moment you do the stagger. Did I miss the first one? This is an awkward angle. Yeah, really awkward. Behind her is... It's kind of difficult to estimate where she's gonna come from, to be honest. Like, which direction she's facing, I mean, during that attack. Doing pretty bad here. Even though ice is the phase that I'm usually most confident in, as opposed to fire. This fire has a few attacks that can just blindside you if you're not careful. He's gonna go into fire soon. Like, I'm really not sure. Like, is it around here? Yeah, that was the right direction, but the timing was wrong. Heal up here, so we don't lose a bunch of HP during the phase transition. Has super armor here. That's surprising. Can't exactly do the same thing over and over again, right? Okay, so each time it costs 20 So if we have 500, 25 times? And that doesn't feel right, right? Well, you can claim double, so... It is 25 times. But we can claim double, so that will actually be halved. So that'll be 12.5. I guess we'll be fighting her like 12 times just to get rid of our stamina. And if you're lucky, we might actually get that armor, though I kind of doubt it. The drop rate for that piece, well, any piece in general, seems very, very low. And that is probably very intentional on their part. Chua Geo. And I'm wondering if there's like a hero's guide or something here, and not only the memory. Not seeing it, unfortunately. Yeah, it would have been nice to have a way to quickly heal up, but it doesn't quite matter. Like, they have definitely made a lot of these fights easy for farming purposes, I guess. Time to go back in. Enjoy the fight. Should have put the shield in first before I intoxicated myself. So what was that mist? Oh, I was blinded by my own fire. Come on. It is vaguely dissatisfying getting hit by the first phase. Because this is the phase that you end up practicing the most when you try and beat her quickly. And most of the time you also get stuck into the nonsense. Yeah, nonsense like that. Got hit? I'm genuinely surprised I did. Also, wait, wait, I just realized that I'm not playing on PC, so having the controller out isn't doing anyone any favors. And now I just got completely distracted by that. Sometimes I forget that I tend to switch between PC and console for this game. Mainly when I'm not sure of the parry timings. That's when I usually use PC. just so I can record myself and check the parry times that when I get them correctly. Side of that. You missed me. Interesting. Yeah, unfortunately the bosses can kind of do that sometimes. And I generally mean unfortunately because you're kind of losing the T damage from that. Which reminds me, now that we're not in battle, I can actually get rid of the controller that is kind of useless here, and that we don't need at all. There we go. Nothing to distract anyone who's looking at my stream and wondering why nothing is happening to that controller. It's because, again, if anyone's watching and is wondering why, it's because when I play on PC, I make sure I can see the inputs, just so that I can look at the WAD and sort of figure out the timing for some of the parry timings, the parries for the bosses. Alright, we still have a bunch of farming to do. Farm all our Xianyes, not for the weapons, but for the glamour. That is the true end game.
想报仇吗？
I didn't really glamour that much. Okay. Can I? No, I can't even restart. You know what? Let's just keep going. Getting hit by the most basic attack always kind of annoys me. What? Okay. Wait. No. Wait. Okay, I guess I can't check now. I think my audio is desynced and it's throwing me off. I'm just eating everything now. Thankfully, I have the healing fan to eat up all my mistakes. Yeah, not even a single hit on Xianye all through that trouble. Yeah, it is delayed. Even the charge sound up is delayed. Then no wonder I feel like everything's off kilter. Well, this is more usual, so. Okay, you have no health left, lady. You do not know why you're doing the jumping thing. hate it when she does that, you know? Like, she's gonna strike you, but then she sort of changes her mind. Like, the moment you hit her, she changes her mind and then just jumps back. What are you up to anyway, Mikh'a? I'm just farming Qianye for the glamour. Ow. Let myself go there. A bit more attentive. What is this combo? I've never seen you do that. In all my time playing, I've never seen her do that. Still on the Hitman binge, huh? Now, honestly, I thought you'd be the first one among us to get the Chingy area to 100%, but I might just beat you at this rate. Now, that's the delay. Left is delayed. I wasn't able to get the full charge, but we have the goose. The goose is on the loose. Oh, I missed. I'm not on the pad. Ah, we could have killed her in the ice phase. The timing for that is so early. No, I totally understand that. That's what usually happens to people who play games designed like these. And I'm not usually, like, I've seen it happen more than a few times. I've seen it happen during the initial rush for Genshin, where everyone was like, this is the greatest thing ever. They jumped in and they burned themselves out real quickly. I've seen that happen with Withering Waves as well. I've even seen that happen with Tower of Fantasy, so yes. Because they all have the same systems, the open world, the making sure everything gets to 100, the farming. Personally, I'm not too burned out, but I think it might be because I'm not even thinking of maxing things out. I'm just doing weird stuff, right? Even now, I'm not thinking of farming for weapons or increasing my attack power or anything. I'm just trying to get that one outfit in the shop, in the season shop. And hopefully it won't be gone, because they do that. Oh, it looks like my items are filled because it's going to the mail now. Yeah, the one I'm looking at is... Where is the season shop anyway? Oh, here we go. Yeah, if you go over here, the appearance exchange, you actually get this outfit. This is the outfit that Qianye originally wears when she meets you. And you know I like green. And this is one of the best looking green outfits in the game. So yeah, unfortunately, you need 360, whatever this is, activity appearance tickets for these. And you get them from doing all the challenges and stuff. Now, there is a chance that if you use the chest you get, this chest, that you might get it, right? You might either get Qianye's hair or you might get Qianye's outfit. Problem is, from what I can tell, From what I can tell, the chance for getting this is very, very low from the chest. It's more likely you're just gonna get enough tickets. Yeah, 10 chests and we got 10 tickets. I swear the cosmetic thing is a lie. It's good that you actually have 150 because I think the best amount you can farm, you get like 2 chests per run, right? Is it 2 chests? It's 1 chest, but then you can claim double. Yeah, you get a chest. So in theory, I'm guessing you've done it. You've maxed out your stamina limit on both weeks. I have not done that. I did not bother spending my stamina at all during week 2, and I kind of wish I did, just because I hadn't have more tickets then. But in theory, you need to do this at least. Well, sorry, I lost my train of thought there. You need to do this at least 120 times, 130 times. Right? So, wait. What am I talking about? 130 times? That's not right. Yeah, wait, that is correct. You need to do this at least 130 times. And claim double each time to get like 2 chests with the tickets. At least her hairstyle is like a lot lower. And I do like it. But not without the outfit. I think between the hairstyle and the outfit, I'd prefer the outfit. Hanzo. I kind of don't think... Well, there is kind of a ninja one already in the shop, right? Not the Scorpio Hanzo thing, but there is a ninja one here. And I'm 100% sure somebody's dyed it in black, which looks pretty nice. I mean, fair enough. I paid cash to change my character, right? So I had some leftovers, and that's why you see the extra glamour. I actually bought the cheapest stuff in the store. I could have even brought this. Wait, I can still buy this. I can still buy Snow because I have some pearls left over. But yeah, I actually bought the cheapest stuff after changing my character. Like all these for 60. I have all of these outfits. It's nothing too fancy, but the customization that you're seeing is actually from those. And yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm okay with spending $30 on this game, which I have 128 hours on already, and this is only on console. I have around 40 hours on PC, so I have around 168 hours on this game, and I'm like, you know what, $30 for that? Sure, why not? I got my entertainment value out of it without spending a dime. That's how I thought of it. And honestly, the max I'd probably spend on this game is $60. I probably won't spend beyond that, but I'm gonna wait until I see that I saw like a very, very good glamour on the Chinese side of things. Then I'm gonna wait until they release that and see what they're gonna do with that. Exactly. If you're enjoying it, you should just play it, right? In your case, it's for Hitman. In my case, it's for changing my character and buying random appearances. So, before I go back in there, I need to get rid of some of my weapons because I have a lot here. So what's with this weird? Why is this locked? You can spend money to unlock item slots? Sure, why not? And each time the cost increases. Wow, okay, game. Yeah, this is such a gacha game thing to do. How many times can you actually do this? And it's getting quite expensive too. Okay, you're just upping the ante each time. 500k to unlock additional item slots. Wow. Okay, I think I'm fine with the extra slots. I don't even need it. I'm not even max level. What do I need these for? I can just recycle a lot of these anyways. Yeah, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get rid of all the blues because honestly, I don't think I'm even gonna change a lot of my equipment here. Weapons, these two are upgraded. Yeah, might keep something. Nah, you don't need strategic for this set. Solo call, sure, why not? Not gonna happen. And you know exactly why it's not gonna happen. Swift Gale set. I wonder where I got this from. Not that I need it, but interesting to see where I got it. Huh. Okay, I'll definitely keep this for the umbrella because that seems good for the umbrella. Yeah, I don't see it happening just because they're not gonna want to make it easy for other people to get the equipment, right? They want you to spend as much time as possible in here. What is it for rope bar, by the way? Right, I should place chat on my screen too. Otherwise everybody will be wondering why I'm talking to myself like a madman. I mean, technically speaking, I always do that, but... There we go. Although my chat is overlaid there. It's the same as ever because I have not broken to 50. Past 50, right? Like the only thing I've been doing, as you can see, is farming Qianye for her glamour. Though I should really be trying to do Tianjing, right? Tianjing in Abyss before I lose my muscle memory of that right now. But for today, I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna relax and just farm this one boss that I know I can do pretty easily enough and get rid of her stamina before I end up wasting it all like I did last week. Because I did not expend my stamina at all last week and I kind of regret it. Like, imagine if I did spend it, right? I would have some extra tickets that I could have gotten to aim for that one piece of gear that I want. To fix the audio desyncing issues. I think the game's still desync a bit. He's gonna jump. Yep. Ow. Odd. Usually you don't get hit by that one. I think my eye level is as maxed as I can at the moment. risk, but it was not worth it. Now let's use the goose and force her into ice phase. If I can. With a lucky crit. Gotta go to ice now. There she goes. Hold up. Forgot about the last one. That just wait, I'm on the wrong weapon, no wonder. And now to get hit by that one attack I always get hit by. Somehow, even though I get the dodge time right. Delayed. If she goes to the left there, she'll do a delayed attack. If she goes to the right, she'll attack you almost instantly. Something to keep in mind. Since I haven't done Qianye in a while, I feel like very rusty. I almost feel like I kind of feel embarrassed that I'm actually getting hit during ice phase too. Oh, come on. Because these are not too difficult to deflect once you know the pattern. Yep, we couldn't even get her in ice phase. That is like really bad playing. I am so rusty at this fight. And this is one of my favorite fights in the game. I mean, I'm even trying to get the glamour for her. No. Plenty of time to get back in practice because we'll be doing this for quite a while. I'll just expend my stamina this time. Like, empty out my entire stamina and then open up chests. See how lucky we get then. But yeah, if you're wondering about my gear level, it's not too high, to be honest, right? I've maxed out as much as I can, I think, for it. Maybe I could replace this with the purple if I could, like, get another Frostbane set. Because I want the set bonus, which is giving you a reduction in damage. But other than replacing this with the purple, I can't quite think of anything else. Maybe this with the purple as well, but this is the better bow. And overall, if I switch off from the healing fan, which I have as a backup just in case I get like hit by a lot, I can probably hit 9,000. And I have actually hit even a higher amount just to get some of the talents over here, which require you to have a higher level. Sorry, let me just get a drink of water here. Yeah, because this one needed like 9,500, right? I'd already gotten that one, and same here. You needed 9,004 in this second slot. Same here. The bird and the eagle. Yeah, pretty much. The way the swallow call set goes is that it has light attacks deal 15% more damage to targets with chi below 40%. And which is kind of what we're doing, right? I am really focusing on parrying these bosses, so most of the time they are below 40%. And it helps that with the Mo Blade, when they're out of chi, you can do a lot more damage with the charge. Not the weapon I thought I'd be using in this game, because traditionally I dislike charged weapons a lot. But somehow the Mow Blade has become my favorite, next to the spear, of course.
想报仇吗？
I always should remember not to take a risk there. She has a tendency of just jumping. Not unless I get a perfect dodge. She's okay now. Her animation's gonna be messed up. When I do the red counter, she's not gonna get staggered. It's one, yeah, this one. She's not gonna stagger. Normally she does, but whenever that happens, the game tends to bug out because she's prioritizing this attack over here for some odd reason. As much as I like the boss fights, they do have a lot of weirdness to them, and you notice that the more you play. Not what I wanted to do, but we'll take it. Yeah, see? She normally staggers with that red flash. You could always order some.
当土救寒灵。
I feel like this fight is best done on Nameless Sword just because she keeps running away so much. Like Nameless Sword and Nameless Spear are great here. You can use Nameless Sword to just keep attacking over and over again, even if she's at a distance. Oh, what's the timing for that? Odd. And that. Okay. Not that it didn't matter too much. You are gonna go into ice, huh? Immediately, too. Let's put up a region before we go running after him.
当不得有矣。
Left is delayed, right is instant. Delayed. And that was too much of a delay. Okay, we are a little too close for comfort. Yep.
路为险。
They're so near the arena, I'm kind of confused as to what she's doing right now. Might even die here. Or, never mind. We can get our HP back doing this. Might be a little late on that goose. Yep. I couldn't get the jump attack because I was late on the goose. You had to use it immediately if you want to get the entire duration of the Mow Blade charge. I'm just dissatisfied at the fact that I'm actually not able to finish her before she goes back to fire. Because this is a fight that I thought I knew like the back of my hand, but I am being taught otherwise very much. Hey, at least I know enough to farm this easily. Not that she's difficult because her level is like 5 levels below mine. Nah, kind of gonna be difficult to go during lunch hours, right? I'm not sure if you know, but since the end of the year, many of the other people in my division are off. I'm the only one who's working there at the moment, so problem is I need to be there most of the time. So when I clock in at work, I'm not even leaving for lunch. I usually go in the evening and make food at home. It's a lot easier that way, just because requests keep coming and all. Because you know how it goes, right? Everyone wants to meet their KPIs, so they have like last minute stuff to do. Hey, Miss Anarchy. I'm doing good. I'm just doing talking to a friend over here who actually knows me in real life. Pretty good, pretty good. How are you doing, by the way? I saw you trying Jianye before. And did you finally discover what happened to Ruby? I know you're on Legendary too, and it took me a while to actually beat her, so she's, I think, considered one of the more tougher bosses. Fair enough. It's a lot easier that way. Were you on the level? I think... I'm not sure. Oh yeah, if that was the case. You were very underleveled. Very underleveled. Kind of odd that it was 60 though, because I felt like they're usually at the breakthrough level that you're fighting at. So if you're on world level 5, which I am right now, the bosses are usually at the max level, which is in my case is 50. Oh, that explains why. That explains why the boss was 60. Yeah. See, if there's one thing you should really be doing is that if you're breaking through to the next level, you need to be upgrading gear constantly. And that is why I've actually kept my world level low, because I didn't want to go through the grind just yet. I do recall you mentioning that this was your the first game that you played with this style. It is following the other gacha systems to a T, and that is exactly something they do there too. But hey, it's nothing to worry about. Surprisingly, the game is very friendly with handing you out mats to upgrade your gears, even though it might be a bit difficult to farm them if you're underleveled. You can, however, buy a lot of them too, so... Wait, I didn't tell you what? Hey, now, I told you guys immediately I'm not gonna break through because I didn't want to grind. What did you expect when I said that? Yeah, that's what I mean, breakthrough. And yeah, it's great, right? The community is really helpful. I love the fact that a lot of people, like, if you defeat a hard boss, they'll be like, I did it, good job, and stuff like that. And a lot of the quests, most of the time, if you look at a sign nearby, there'll be someone giving you hints or direction as to where to go. The community is great. That's part of the fun of playing MMOs, just getting help from other people. I should have been more specific, huh? Okay. I'm a bit surprised at how lax the filter in this game is, because they can just say anything they want.
当土救寒灵，想报仇吗？超神正火。
I expect you'll be getting a lot of help in the future too. And it's gonna be fun to actually play with the community as well. Okay, we got a charge. Still not enough, huh? Okay. Honestly, I don't think I'd be any help at all if you're already like breakthrough level 6. Because I would be the one that's under leveled then. Oh, come on. I really dislike it when she does that. Start leveling up. I will, in time. Like I won't move up to the next level until I get to Kaifang proper, which means maxing out all these areas to as close to 100% as possible. Oh, okay. You're not jumping back. Interesting. She got caught on the pillar. So, oh, sorry, give me a sec. Whenever I'm in a fight, I need to kind of lose my focus if I look at chat.
来日无尽时，
It's one of the problems with playing action games that you cannot pause. But did she just put me on fire? She did. Yeah, they get a lot more tanky. Even the mobs get considerably more tanky once you break through, and the effect is almost immediate. Oh, she's gone into ice. I can just deflect her out here. There we go. An early defect in ice plays is
当心下头，
a good start, to be honest. Because if you can just deflect her here, you should be able to get her down. Wow. Getting hit in ice phase feels terrible sometimes. And this is the one move that I hate. I need to get lucky on that move to avoid getting hit at all. Hey, we managed to actually get her during ice phase and not second fire. I'll count that as a win. Oh, by the way, it's not only... Okay, yeah, maybe it is. Is it only health? I also feel like they do considerably more damage. But then again, if you're already playing on Legendary, they already do kind of crazy amounts, so it doesn't really matter as much. If you were doing it on normal, that might be a different thing. Okay, one more. I still have enough stamina to do one more. And after that, I'll probably try and see if we can find some chests in some of these places that are almost at 100%. But yeah, I think I'll be sticking to level 5 until we're almost done here. And it might not even be possible, right? Because some of these, like I know that this Martial Fellowship requires you to be at level 51 to even do it. So we'll need to break through eventually just to complete this Buddha Fort area. All right, last one for the road. And then we'll try and open up those chests and see if we get lucky. I doubt we will. It's probably going to be tickets. But tickets are better than nothing. I'll eventually get that glamour.
想报仇吗？乔山正火。
That's what I usually expect you to do. Wow. Getting hit by even that. It is very easy to parry that, by the way. Like, the moment you see her, you just press parry, and you'll get it. Like, the moment you see her critical effects appearing. I think the fact that I was turned around somehow might have made things weird there.
烈焰轮转，我要打10个。莫冷了我一番钟情。
I don't have enough vitality to do the fire attack. Just got it though. But my timing's off now. Oh, you did that variation. The one move that you never want her to do in this phase is that one. Because you can end with either a gold attack or a red attack, and it comes out extremely fast. Ow. Getting hit a lot today, aren't you? I'm gonna blame you guys in chat for my misfortune today. Not the normal attacks. You know what? Never mind. The window's gone and she's just gonna jump. Okay, that is better. It still got hit by the ground wave. Among Ice Phase, the only move that I always worry about is that one. Even though we got a hit, that was a pretty fast clear. Playing double. And with that, that's all my stamina I spent. We're doing the dailies now, everyone. I'm doing the gacha thing. And now, if we are very lucky, emphasis on the very, I have what is this chest? Oh, okay, I got a weapon chest. That is a rare drop. This is also it. Okay, let me see if I can take like a quick look here. Yeah, each of the fights has a probability. Can I view these? Yeah, a probability to drop this chest, and it is quite low. I feel like it is, right? I've played these quite a bit. Well, maybe not, right? I'm guessing that even you have one of the weapon chests. I hope we get a Moblade skin, to be honest. But yeah, let's check that out first. This is definitely the first time I've seen this in my inventory, though, for all the bosses I've beaten. Great, we got an umbrella one. Ah, okay. I guess you got a lot more luck than me. I wanted the Moblade one, though. And now, yeah, if you're very lucky, well, if I am very lucky, I guess, I would get this, which is what I'm aiming for. But most likely we're just going to get the tickets. Yeah, just the tickets. Yeah, the whole reason I'm doing this, in case you're wondering, is to try and get this outfit, which is the one you can get from the box, but it is very, very rare. The way you can either get it is that you get it from the box, or you exchange enough tickets for it, which is 360 tickets. So technically speaking, you have to fight these bosses 130 times, because each time you're getting like one ticket from a box, and you can claim double right at the end. So you need to fight 130 times to have enough currency to buy this appearance. And I do like this costume, mainly because it's green, right? Green is my favorite color, in case that wasn't too obvious, with my very green looking avatar over in the corner. Yeah, what is next? What should I be doing now that my stamina is all out? I guess we can try finding the stuff in Clinfire Ridge. It should be chests. Not the most exciting thing to be doing on stream, I know. Journal, sentient beings. Clinfire Ridge. What am I missing here? Chest. I'm missing a camp and a martial fellowship. Interesting. I'll probably find one of the chests at the camp and complete together. But I'm curious as to where this martial fellowship is missing. Oh, it's right there. I probably ran into it before and was under-leveled for it, because you can get to that area very early on and never went back. Right, let's do the martial fellowship first. Get some solo PvP experience. It's one of the midnight blades. Oh yeah, or now I remember. Previously, the limit for the breakthrough was level 30. That was why when I met him, I was on that limit, and I didn't break 50 until much later. Wow. No warning. As you can see, I am way too overpowered for him at the moment. PvP'd in this game, but I feel like the Moblade's this motion might be very broken in PvP, just because it can drag back enemies that are running away from you. And the fact that we have the shield to just eat everything when people are attacking us is kind of funny. I haven't had enough to drink yet. Drink with me, young hero. Well, whoa, you actually get a draw from this. I did not know that. Incentive to do it. You made an acquaintance. Chu Chi Ren. Now, I'm gonna be running around and hopefully we can find that missing camp. Also, those missing chests. Most likely, the chests that I'm missing. The funny thing is, I have a passive skill that allows me to see chests on the world map. But what I've discovered is that most of the chests that I'm missing are chests that are hidden in dungeons or in caves or in puzzles and stuff that are not visible on the map. So even though I have the passive skill, I haven't been able to get very much use of it. So what area would Kinfire Ridge be? I don't feel like it's going to be too big. Probably just this location. So the first thing I'm going to do is just run around the map, because when you're flying, you don't actually see the chests. It's only when you're running like this you can actually see it on your map. This is Peaceville Tower. We're already out of bounds. Run around on map and hope that one of the chests are actually visible. And this is Heaven's Spear. It's our fellow Midnight Blade friend, or I think it's Velvet Shade, right? The guys who drink a lot. Blissful Retreat. Okay, so maybe it really is just this little mountain area that we're running around in, which probably explains why I never found that camp. Something here. Oh, right. This is where Ruby died. I didn't even realize it until I saw the sign for it. We are over there. That's why the sad music is there too, because we're technically in this area. So let me slightly boost. Yeah, this is where she was waving the flag. Which I do believe is also close to our home, so I can probably pop in. Wait a minute, don't tell me there's a chest in here that I'm missing. I might as well check it out, right? I have a very high feeling. Oh yeah, there's one chest right there on the map. Wait, it's indicating that it's on the top, so... Things we do to get 100% in this game. Go back to areas you've already been to. Oh, I'm stuck. And just jump out. 2 more chests to go. Emperor's Portrait Charm. Okay, I already know what this is, even without looking at the signpost. Try Finger, but oh, a classic. As the oldest one in the book. Praise the Sun, I should call her. Hey, if you have played any form of Souls games, you know where that is coming from. I guess we should take a look around the entire area. I might just be missing another chest. Is that little run on the top didn't indicate that any chests on their map? Honestly, I'm not even looking at the screen, by the way. I'm looking at the mini-map, which I kind of wish was bigger. And hopefully we'll see a chest pop up there that we can pick up. That we are missing. There was one already here and I took it before. And I'm surprised that there are no enemies here. Normally if you go into a dungeon after a while, even if you like defeated that dungeon before, the enemies do tend to spawn in there. Maybe because this one is a story sequence, they decided, hey, you know what? You guys can just run around at your leisure. Don't worry about hunting other things. So the significance of this plant is probably lost to you the first time you're running through here. But once you explore the rest of the Qinghe region, you kind of know why those flowers are so important and why they are there in droves. It's a bit of a shame we can't do anything about them, even later on once you discover their actual use. I know the chest will appear on the map, but I'm switching on wind sense just in case. Alright, this ought to be the elevator. This is our route out of here. Yeah, I think I went this way before too, so most likely I have already picked these ruins of their chests. So either there's another hidden little passage where we need to find the remaining chests, or there's a puzzle out there that I need to find. And I forgot you cannot do your triple jump inside a dungeon. Wait, this is the way out, right? So where did that elevator lead? Was it this elevator that I summoned? Because there is an elevator here too. Ah, okay, it might have been this one. Yeah, it is this one. We are back in this room. Looking at the minimap, I'm still not seeing any of the chests we're hunting. Okay, this is the way out. Yeah, what took you so long? Little gap here, though. Alright, I went into this room too, because the enemies in the cages are actually alive. There was something here, and we already took it. Okay, back to the surface. We've done what we need to do over here. I'm not running the wrong way for one thing. Yep. Yep, this is the story dungeon. I missed only one by the looks of it. So I still have like 2 more chests that I need to uncover somewhere. In Fire Ridge, and we are almost like 100% in sentient beings. Although Tales and Echoes are a bit low. I'm gonna avoid going into that just because it's slightly spoilers. Fire Ridge, where are you? That's probably one of the ones I'm missing, yes. And those ones don't even appear on the map. You just need to run across it. Where is Fire Ridge? Oh, there you are. Yeah, I'm missing 2 chests and 1 camp. So one of them is probably the pedestal you're talking about, which is somewhere around here. And the other is this missing camp. Ah, yes, your favorite. The exploding archery challenges. Did I go up the mountain? Can't even remember. Listen to the meows of bandits. Well, if I go up any further, we'll be in Peace Bell Tower. If we aren't already. Yeah, any further and we're just gonna go end up in Peace Bell. Oh, here's a chest. Wait a minute, is this a Peace Bell Tower chest? Because Peace Bell is at 91 too. How many chests am I missing over there? This has to be a Peace Bell one, right? It can't be a Fire one. I even missed a cat here. And a camp. 6 chests. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So where in tarnation is this chest? I'm probably gonna fall to my death here. Okay. Saved by the slightly jarry landscape. We almost made it, we almost died, but in the end, we survived. And that's poetry in motion. There's another chest over there too. Barely, yes. But a win is a win. So this is the nice thing about having that passive. The passive is actually helping. The fact that you can see where the chest is from such a distance is very helpful. But now I'm completely off track. I was actually trying to get the stuff in Fire Ridge, not Peace Bell. We'll come back to Peace Bell in just a second. You have a future doctor in your stream. Aren't you already a doctor in game? I'm pretty sure your healing profession is higher than mine. So let me take these from my inventory that I completely forgot to get and change my movement mix. Just I've been using the spear one and I don't like it as much as Wind Rider. Yeah, those chests have definitely contributed to Peace Bell and not to Fire. This is the area where we fought DeLong, the horse. Another fun fight. But one I am not looking forward to, because I do believe you have to fight along with the twin blades. And I have no experience with the twin blades. For the sword trial, I mean. At Wandering Paths, trials. Horse Tamer, yeah. Clear trial, clear with bamboo cut wind path. I believe I can fly. Something on top. It's not what we're looking for. Hey, what can I jump? Alright, tank weapon. Tank weapon does not have the triple jump. For some odd reason. Looks like it's just an egg. Probably just sparrow eggs, right? Yep. Interestingly enough, you can even go back in here. But I don't think there's anything of interest down here. Except for the flowers, which once again, you find out their use much later. Okay. See, it's not only dual sword, I have very little knowledge on rope dart as well. So there's a little camp here. Real ones now. I'm kind of surprised that I'm not even seeing any enemies up here, right? Because usually, the easiest way to track down an enemy camp is by looking for the red dots on your map. And he is chopping an invisible tree. Or an herb. Yeah, are we friends? No. No, never mind. He doesn't even want to talk. Making friends with NPCs actually counts towards your completion percentage. Is this the camp? Oh, yeah, it is. There's the treasure chest there too. The invisible tree. They're not even appearing on the map for some odd reason. Okay, now they're appearing. Three very normal looking guards, not even a commander here. And it's sealed, so I actually do need to defeat them all. The archer first, thank you. You're damaged. Excuse me? Didn't I repair everything just a few minutes ago? Well, not a few hours ago, not minutes. That has to be... yeah, either my bow or ring. I knew it was one of you. Because I just repaired each and every one of these gears a minute ago while I was... well, not a minute, a few hours ago, just because I was farming Xianye. Develop here. Why are you not allowing me to repair? Thankfully, I have a lot of copper stocked up, which I intended to use to make fire arrows, but never got around to using them for that. There's... oh, and the other chest is right here. So that would be... wait, I see a note. Mysterious account. Your subordinate respectfully informs. Investigation into Heaven's Pier confirms it was indeed founded by Madame Han over a decade ago. He is skilled with the willow leaf blade and is suspected of being the person who wounded the commander. Records show that she had a close friend with the surname Jiang, who vanished from here years ago and never returned. Your subordinate surmises this Mr. Jiang may be connected to the incident from that year. More hints as to what the Orient Pavilion was doing here. Like they were... I don't think they were after Jiang specifically. They seem to be after Mioshan, after Tianying, to an extent. Yeah, the game has like very funny stuff like that. And somehow, because it's so enjoyable, you tend to ignore it. It's kind of funny, right? I've seen so many reviews of the game and barely... yeah, I think I mentioned this before too, right? That I watched so many reviews of this game before it came out, like during their previews and everything. And I think only 2 reviewers mentioned that the game was buggy, but they were like, hey guys, this is in alpha. This might run a lot better once it's released, but come release time, it wasn't running well at all, especially on console. Even the text, when you're talking to, say, Ruby or another NPC, it overflowed from the screen into the sides. It was kind of hilarious for me. But yes, with that, I do believe Flintfire Ridge is at 100%. Unless there's like a antique here, which I have no idea where to find. No, it is at 100%. Nice. Slowly filling up that number. Okay, next, since we're right next to it, Peace Bell Tower. Cat play and a camp. So that means that there's one chest over there. And I'm already sort of missing a bunch of stuff in the tower because I was not running around on the ridges. And they do seem to be hiding them a lot. Around the general periphery of the place. It might even be inside this tower here. Okay, you know what? Let's just check, just to be safe. Oh.
倒是许久没见人来这儿了。
I've already sort of talked with the other bell ringer. Surprisingly, he doesn't have too much different dialogue even after you help him repair the bell. And I do believe they've limited this, your ability to run around here. So you can only walk in the inside. Yeah, in some places they made it so that you cannot run around things, and I do feel like it's just to pay respect to places like temples and shrines. Although, the moment you step out, you can actually run around very quickly, which makes for very odd interactions. Although, again, I don't think...
到处都是如此深的刀痕，看来交战的一方是位刀客。
We've already seen this. This is... And our conclusion was that this is where Aunt Han fought Chu.
此处怎会有女子衣物上的丝带？难道说
使那柳叶标的是位女子，这丝带上的绣字已经脱线，只能看得出一个宝盖头。横横竖，宝还是夷？这绣的究竟是个什么字？
Can I get up there? Okay, you know what? Even my character is like, just look for another route. You're not meant to go this way. I don't feel like there are any chests around here. Because if there were, the minimap ought to have let us know. And you're actually supposed to go the other way? I'm taking a look around. You should be, yeah, a little... Now, the first time I came here, I didn't actually see this. So what I did was I basically went over here and triple jumped up to the next roof level. Yeah, this was what I did. And then I ran over here and I was like, hey, wait a minute. There's a path up here. What's funny is that you can get to the very top of this tower just by using your fast movement skill. The super jump that you use to fly all over the map. Same. Pretty much just the same thing as me. Yeah, I don't think there's any chests around here. Unless there's like a chest at the very top. I do recall even climbing to the very top of this tower too, just by using triple jumps. Again, isn't completely necessary. Yeah, as you can see, the bill is repaired. There was a treasure chest up here, and the final clue that lets you know that, hey...
为何有愧？愧的是谁？
And the final hint letting you know that it might have been a Aunt-Han over here. The great hero Chu Chinkan, the plan nears completion. Everything is in place except the item from Water Lady. The hidden swallow affair from years past have already soured relations with Water Lady. We must lure her away, then send someone to Weak River Shore near Blissful Retreat to borrow it. If anything goes wrong, I ask you to intervene. Buy us time. Surely the Water Lady won't strike you with full force. So...
写给楚清泉的信，那日在此大打出手。
And our character, for some reason, still hasn't quite connected that the Water Lady might be Han for some odd reason. And this whole scene, you might think there's like a very serious thing happening here, but at the end of the day, this whole thing happened simply because I feel like, and I'm theorizing here, right? Chu and Aunt-Han were in a relationship, and at some point, if that letter is to be believed, Chu had an affair with someone else. And understandably, Han got angry about it. And so Chu came to get an item from her, and she burst and the two of them started fighting here. So all the damage you see to Peacebelt Tower has essentially been caused by the both of them having a spat about their relationships. And it is hilarious to me that somehow our character does not connect the dots. Despite the fact that you find the water lady's hideout at the Everclear Clinic, and you've known like Tian, unfaded Tian, for so long. Insufficient endurance. Yeah, other people has theories too. If you're curious, you can actually. You know what? I always have trouble finding this one. Where is it? Is it in Journal? World, right? You can go to character, and if you look at this, you find something called related research. And you can often see research that's been done by other people, or just weird stuff that's been uploaded by other people. And some of that research can actually help clear up some things that you're curious about with certain characters and what's happening with them. Yeah, this is exactly the thing that I did last time too. Now I'm getting distracted trying to climb up the tower. Where are you? Treasure chests in Peace Bell Tower. And a cat. Wait, the cat has to be... The cat definitely has to be on the temple grounds, right? The tower grounds. She can't be too far. It's either on the temple grounds or on the path up to the temple. I can't imagine it being on the side of the mountain, although it would be kind of funny if the game did that. Precisely because they're like, the players will probably look for the cat in so-and-so place. Wait a minute, what was that? Oh, never mind. Just an herb. Is there even a path up here? I don't think there is. Technically speaking, this is the path, but it's been destroyed over time because two lovers were having a quarrel over here. All right, there's this dungeon too. I forgot. This is where you work together with Brother Frank. I don't think the cat's in here, but might as well check for any missing chests, right? It's pretty short too. Because this entire dungeon was more about puzzles than anything else. Brother Gridori? Why are you calling him Gridori? IT. I don't think there are any other chests in here. At least the mini-map is not indicating as such. Art of Playing Dead. To be fair, I think even I've heard many times people say that if you do meet a bear, that sometimes pretending to play dead works. Now, how true that is, I am not entirely informed. Is it a real thing? Because it feels like way out of advice. So I did not check this before. It's unlikely to have anything there because even the mini-map's not saying it. But hey, I see a signpost. Might as well just go check it out as soon as we catch our breath. And not get stuck on the terrain. I'm sorry, I was tricked into coming here too. Okay, you know what? I'll give you a like for that. I'll give you a like. You made me come here. And check your signpost, even though I just jumped into the water myself to make sure we're not missing any chests. Why are you back here? Is this post from players messing with you for exploring? I am here for the same reason as you, good sir. Looking for loot. Or in this case, completion. Oh, okay, so it does work on some types of bears, but not bears like grizzlies and black bears. Why am I not surprised you know this? Just there, go look. I'm pretty sure there'll be a sign next to that one going like, liar ahead. There's a path over here that leads to Peace Bell. Okay, this is the path you were meant to come up, not the other one. So if I'm looking for a cat, this is where I should be looking. I think I ate the wrong mushroom. Okay, you know what? I got a chuckle out of it, so sure, why not? Why is there like a 111 there? Is that like a network error or something? Yeah, I think it's a network error. Hit like if you found this. Is that a cat I see? No, it's a kid. Never mind. You are not a cat. F them kids. He ate a shroom instead of a mushroom. Beauty's garment. I see a camp. Though I feel like I might have taken this one, but that is a treasure chest that's sparkling there, right? Or is that just light? The console... Wait, no, that's probably a fire. Yeah, it's... Console draw distance. Hopper. If I were a cat near a tower, where would I be? I mean, you wonder, they are, right? Maybe not as openly over here, but there are definitely people who sell shrooms. Yeah, we've done this quest before, because I even remember this dialogue. It's teaching you that using Tai Chi against shielded enemies are effective. There's one more here, like an archer. There we go. Always get rid of these guys first. Hopefully you live to tell the tale. Man, don't do anything dangerous, especially near your area. You and I both know the kind of trouble you might get into. Not really a reason for us to fight, but okay. I guess we at least got the materials. I'll follow this path and hopefully find that cat. If not, it's time to look up a map. As much as I like to find things by themselves, at some point I'm like, you're just wasting your time, Mikh'a. Use it a lot more effectively. Wait a minute. I see a treasure chest. For research purposes. Oh, that was just on the stone ledge there. Just a very out of the way treasure chest, not really hidden or anything. Okay, back to the path. We found one chest, so there was one more to complete this area, and that's probably the chest that's in whatever camp that I'm not finding. Something tells me it might be just another camp that's on the path up here. Linganguli. It reminds me, I'm not sure if you guys have ever been on things like scouting trips or kiddie trips. There's this one song that goes like Lingang guli 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 macha gingengo gingengo. What it means, I have no idea. It's just a song they sang during camp. Cute purple butterflies for Lotus. Sometimes I find messages saying the most obvious of things. Like this, there was probably a purple butterfly right there, and people are saying that, and they have a ton of likes. I don't know if people are liking it sarcastically or they generally just find it funny. Not linguini. It's a song. It's a campfire song that goes like Gingen guli guli, Bacha gingen go. Again, I don't quite know what it means, so don't shout it at your grandmother's funeral. That's all I can say. There are wolves down there. So are we still in Peaceboat Tower? I guess we are, considering we didn't get a message letting us know that we were in another area. Wait, Silver? I haven't heard the Mountain Bell in ages. Now that it's silent, it feels like there are more bad people around. Yeah, that's another thing that happens once you get like enough points. occasionally you'll hear random passerby animals actually speak. Like the rabbits. And the frogs. Those are the two that I've actually heard speak to you. It's not voiced, but it'll just appear as like a line, letting you know that, hey, an animal is speaking. And most of the time it's sort of like either hints as to something that's happening there, or just story stuff. Sages no. Okay, now we're in a different area. And this is where we fought Sleeping Taoist the first time. Right, cat, where are you? For that matter, where's that last cat? Well, you have the opportunity. It's almost New Year's. And it's also Christmas in some places, so... Well, not some places, in a lot of places, so... House of Annals. Nope, we are not heading here either. You've never been camping? I'll be honest, my experience as a kid when I'm camping is that I'm way too reckless. I think of the majority of the camping trips I went to, I've always ended up coming home with some bone broken. Yeah, exactly, campfire tents, the whole thing. And as a kid, I also disliked camping quite a bit, which might be not to dampen your mood or anything, but yeah, since we live in the tropics, actually being in a tent under the sun in this humid weather, not as enjoyable as you might think. It's okay when it's the monsoon season, but when during the monsoon season it can get like really rainy, and well, that is another challenge. Just imagine trying to put a tent in one of our islands with the rain coming down, the sand moving under your feet. Great way to sleep, though. Okay, you know what? I am gonna check a map for this last cat, because we are not finding it. So let me very quickly look at where possibly a cat or a camp might be in Peacebelt Tower. Wait a minute. Really? No way, it can't be that far. Well, I guess that's the only one that's nearby, so... And let me also look for camp. See, the problem with trying to find these by yourself is that sometimes I'm not sure of the exact boundary of the areas, right? I've been assuming that Peacebelt is just the top of the tower itself, but that might not be the case according to this map. Wrestling locations. Oh, this isn't giving me any camps we can find, but let me see if we can find... Like, there are 3 cats here, and none of them are on the tower. On the mountain, not the tower, sorry. Not exactly. It's just that sometimes it can get muddy, right? When you're camping outside and when you're trying to trudge back in, you have to be like really careful not to drip all over the place because it can get very messy. It also depends on where you're camping, right? In our region, in the Maldives itself, it's not too bad even if it's rains because we usually have flatlands. But if you do it in a place like, say, Malaysia, right, or the Philippines, and if you're doing it in a mountainous region, then it can get very, very weird because depending on where you are, some of the mud and rain will actually come down as fall off from the mountain itself. So where did my OBS go to? OBS, please come back. There we go. So yes, I'm looking at the map, and one of the cats is right over here, which is something that I would have not even expected here, because this seems like Porcelain Klin, right? This feels like it should be part of Klinfire Ridge. So let's run over here. I think I also interacted with this cat, because this is where, yeah, all the broken pottery was. I did interact with this one. World call. There is another cat over here too. Wait, no, that's not a cat. That's a dungeon. What is a dungeon over here? Does that count? Should I go check? Well, no, we shouldn't, right? Because we're missing a camp, not a dungeon. And let me switch off the dungeon too. So many markers. It's when you look at these interactive maps, you realize, hey, the game has a ton of collecting lined up for you to do. Yeah, no. Let's see. Here's the thing I said before. As a kid, I disliked camping. As an adult, I dislike it even more. What makes you think I'm playing video games over here? I completely lost where the cat is. I think it's around here. Like right across from the lake. And this is the cat that's closest to Peaceful Tower. Well, yes, I do like fishing, but not the actual setup of camping in our weather. Maybe if we went to another country, I would be okay with it, but not in our humid weather. That's just killing ourselves. Most of the time I had heat stroke and I'd be having a headache too. Yep. Yeah. The only cat in the vicinity of the interactive map that I have that might possibly be the cat for Peaceful Tower is all the way over here. I can't even place a marker. I don't know why. Just console things, I guess. You can place it there sometimes. It just bugs out. And we are a bit below. I might just land here and do the jump again. Still below. Honestly, I feel like among all your movement skills, it's a tie between the spear and this one. This one just, it has a slight delay, but it jets you so far. Yeah, we are almost at Moonwell Mountain, or the Crimson Cliffs. And according to our interactive map, the cat is around here somewhere. See some enemies too. Which one is what?
我要打10个。
Yeah, the cat is supposed to be around here somewhere. And hopefully it's the cat that corresponds with Peaceful Tower. And not another random cat. I hear it. Don't see it though. Mr. Cat, are you hiding in those plants somewhere? Well, there you are. Dumpling. Huh. I feel like I found you too, though. I guess we'll know. No, I did not. This was actually the one that corresponds to Peaceful Tower. Yeah, I would have never found this because I'd assume that the cat for Peaceful Tower would be on this area, the little mountainous area. So probably the camp that I'm missing is around here too. So let me give you one more pet for good measure. You don't need to do this. It's just funny because I kind of skipped just to check whether that was the cat. There's a camp over there, but you guys don't have any treasure, meaning I've most likely gotten to you at some stage. But I might as well clear it. Reason my character was turned around there. I'm not entirely sure what happened. We're repairing. We're back. Yeah, no treasure here. So I doubt this is the camp they're looking for. But now I do know that we have to search around the general vicinity here. And that's probably going to be where the camp you're missing is at. Just keep an eye out for enemies and we'll be fine. There is this dungeon here, which I feel like I did. Arrow Fire Tong Ming. Yeah, okay, yeah, I did this one. And we are only missing one chest, along with... So devs, if you're listening, it might help if you actually allow us to immediately go into the collection area where... Okay, I might have missed some stuff in here too. Because one chest corresponds to the one at the camp that I'm missing. And the other two are probably inside the dungeon or in this general area, which I'm running around in. Nope. Though I do feel like I've done this one. I mean, I don't feel like it, I know I've done this one. Just uncertain as to whether I did it completely. With all the chests in stone. There's jumping happening around here. It's entirely possible I might have missed a chest with all the jumping we're doing. Keeping an eye on my mini-map as we jump around, in case any chest shows up. So I did not go into the water last time. You cannot dive though, so nothing's hidden underneath. Some light leakage from the corner there. So dark. Yeah, the whole gimmick of this dungeon was to use the fire arrows to blow up walls. And most of the time the treasure was behind the walls that you're blowing up. Also, hey, this might actually be a good place for me to stock up on my fire arrows, which I'm really lacking. Yeah, I have only 45 fire arrows right now. This is the one near Peace Bell Tower. That's why we were searching for it. And yeah, like I said, the whole gimmick is just finding explosive barrels and using your flaming arrows to destroy them. I feel like I remember this place having a lot more arrows though. It would have been nice if that was the case. Like you could just run into these places to restock on your arrows instead of crafting them. But some of them do seem to be respawning, because we had a quiver here that had respawned. Whoa. I get the feeling I'm not meant to be here. I get the feeling that I'm not meant to be here heavily. It almost feels like you could enter there, like there's a material there, a piece of rock that you can take, but your character starts floating up because it's considered like a body of water. So... Wait a minute, you can go in here? How odd. And I do feel like I've been in here before too, funnily enough. Oh yeah, this was the alternate path from where you entered. Don't really need the raw ore at the moment, but probably gonna need it when I break through to 60, or 55 in my case, soon enough. 60 is the max limit, right? I think you guys will be able to break through to 65 in the upcoming update. I'm not seeing any treasure chests on the map, so I doubt we're missing any in this dungeon. Yeah, and that's the way I actually came from. Alright. I think I died a lot here too. No, not here. This is not that puzzle. There was one dungeon which had like 2 elevators meeting in the middle, and you had to jump between the two. You had to time when to release the other elevator just so that you can be as close as possible. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything on the mini-map. And I feel like I've actually taken a lot of these myself, so... I mean, I must have, considering that this is one of the puzzle briars. You have to shoot up those little briars to open up the path to the final chest. Descend, please. Yeah, all this is really reminding me of Dragon's Dogma and the Batal area. Because the Batal area had similar pulleys and levers around. You don't suppose there's a treasure chest in the water, do you? Or am I just gonna die if I jump in there? I don't think I will, considering that there's a signpost down there. But there's nothing hidden. The signpost disappeared. I couldn't read it. Yeah, you actually had to get in the water too, because there should be another briar around here. So dark. Parkour. Parkour. Jump back down. Yeah, I'm checking every nook and cranny, even though we don't need to because of our passive skill. Not trusting the systems in this game for 1 second. Wait a minute. Did the lake just disappear? I think the lake just disappeared. It's... Okay, now it's back. Probably a lighting issue, right? Because there was no reflection, it kind of looked like... Yeah, oh, I get it. I get what's happening. It's using screen space reflections. So when there's nothing on your screen that it can reflect, it doesn't have anything to reflect and it looks very dark. Yeah, that ought to be it for this dungeon. I am probably just gonna exit this place if we have the... we do. Exit this place. I'll take a look around once more near those roads, and then I'm gonna call it, right? I'm gonna just run around from here to around here and see if we can find any of that camp and any of that treasure that we're missing. If not, I'll have to refer to a guide and see if we can find the rest of the treasure, which is not gonna be easy, considering that this place has 30 something chests. So you have to check each and every one to make sure to find the one you missed, because I don't remember which one I missed. Which ones I picked? Well, I mean, again, not something you all need to do to really enjoy the game. I'm just doing it because. So we're back in Harvest Fall Village. The area didn't even change. Normally, when you're out of the area, it gives you like a little header letting you know that, hey, you're in Peaceville Tower, and not Harvest Fall Village. But this is actually Harvest Fall Village now that I think about it, because this is all their farming area. And I see an enemy in the lake there. Is that the camp that I'm missing? Oh no, never mind. This is Crimson Cliff. Also, this place has... I'm pretty sure that a lot of people have done this, but if you have done this story quest, do yourself a favor and come back to the statue again, because it has another puzzle that you can do after you finish the story sequence. And it does count towards completion. I didn't even realize that. I was searching for so long for this one missing treasure chest till I realized that the pedestal in front of the lunar goddess was glowing. And it has you do a little puzzle to find that very last item in that area. If you're missing a last one, a chest, and an antique, then that's probably the one you're missing. Here's another camp. Although, well, okay, yeah, this is the one. This is the one camp that we're missing. That's why there's a treasure chest there. So, likely the two treasure chests that I'm missing are also in this general vicinity somewhere. Because I don't think, yeah. So you just know that it's 100%. Maybe it's part of Palace of Annals. Let me check that real quick. Our expanse, Thousand Buddha Village. No, we're looking for Palace of Annals. Why is Gleaming Abyss only 94%? I thought I 100%ed this. It has an antique in there. Okay. Yeah, because on the map, Gleaming Abyss is at 100%. Game. What? Why are you confusing me? Anyway, back to... Okay, here we go. I do have one more chest here as well, but no camp. It doesn't even have a camp here. One more chest and one encounter. Encounters are somewhat difficult to collect because you're never quite sure what triggers it. Sometimes it feels just so random. Like one time you'd be searching the entire area and not triggering anything, and the other time you just run in there and the encounter triggers almost immediately. Hey, you were a captain. I thought you were a normal mob. You actually set me on fire too. Yeah, after getting the tank weapon, I have not parried these guys in ages. Getting way too complacent. Let me see if that countered towards not Clint Fire, Peace Spell. Still at 91%. No, it did not. That was not the camp. That, well, it must have countered towards something. Somewhere. It countered towards you. Understandably, it countered towards the closest place. You're not qualified. You're not qualified. I'm guessing this is future content. Although it does lead you to the Palace of Annals, so maybe they intended it to be another route instead of just dropping off from the top of the mountain. Almighty Tree of Tung Tung Sahur. Yeah, the most random of things are said by people in this game. Hi. Hello. Nice to meet you. This is the way to... Yeah, this is the way to Palace of Annals too. Because if you climb up, the weather usually starts getting darker. Yeah, okay, not the way we need to go. Yeah, okay, I'm officially a bit stumped. I'll have to look into this one by one. We're gonna have to find all those chests in Peace Bell. Most likely, it's one of those chests which are countered towards a pedestal one, the one that you slam down on. Or it's hidden behind a rock with a bear nearby. Because those are some of the items which do not appear on your minimap. And we are missing only 4 chests, right? 3 chests and 1 cap. Yeah, speaking of encounters, right? Battlecrest Slope, one of the areas that you can go very early on. I have run around that area hoping to trigger this encounter over and over, and I have no idea what triggers it. Because I have still not managed to get this one. And we also have some experience from exploring here that I have not found. Where is Peace Bell Tower? There we go. Yeah, 3 chests and 1 camp. I am gonna actually find those another day. For now, I am gonna go get some rest because I feel my eyes are drooping. If I'm playing tomorrow, most likely I will be practicing Tiang Yin once again because I don't want to take too much time to not fight him. He is a very good boss, and I feel like he'll be worth trying to perfect in a bit. It's gonna be a lot of practice, but hopefully it will be a satisfying one. Anyways, if anyone's watching, take care and good night. It's Mikh'a, signing off. Wherever you guys are, stay safe. And I'll probably catch you guys after tomorrow night or after the Game Awards, if you all are watching that. Anyways, good night. And again, take care.